Yeah, oh, Xavier. Yeah, of course.
Xavier.
Much better than what I suggested.
But again, the Xavier, you do have to be careful as well. The positioning when it comes to going up against the Kaja as well as the Nolan. But again, this is Udil, the spicy Kage. I'm pretty sure he can take good care of himself. With that being said, both teams have finished up the draft. NP Flash and HomeBois. Thank you very much to our analysts. But now I got to throw it over to our casters.
Thank you so much again to our analysts there, and also, of course, to our panelists. And great to see all the videos leading up into this match because, yeah, I agree with Trex. Oh, JPL.
Shadow kill onto JPL. First blood over to HomeBois with a great gank with that quad shadow.
Yep, that's the pressure I was talking about. You know, I spotted them there.
He needs to go for the snowball. Divine Judgment catching Udil straight into the fracture. Even with the wall charge, unable to disengage. Chibi gonna be caught, able to pop in the shadow kill onto Hades, but he finds a double kill and will be able to get the help of Diablo and Cortese, who was rotated all the way from the XP lane. For both these teams, you know, they're just looking for the trades. Divine Judgment now into the fracture of the Feather Airstrike as well. The wild charge knocks Diablo off. Final slash to bring Udil to the last shot of the Feather Airstrike as Cortese flies by. And
luckily he has Zorn there now as well to go ahead and keep him safe for now. But
mid lane, solo kill in the mid lane, assassination from Hades. In the bottom lane, a trade back goes against the statistics. JPL, what a read! Right into Zorn and right into everyone's damage to collapse. Now coming down, Diablo can be traded in, but Udil's gonna be very low. Feather Airstrike, what a prediction from Cortese. Great read on the pathing of Udil as JPL tries to go for the zone onto GB and Sapat. This is just a roamer, and he knows it. He wants to bait as many resources as he can from HomeBois with that maneuver.
Man, it's just like, I don't know, they're just both teams just trading after trade. You know, at this point, I'll get a kill, you get a kill. Now fighting for this third turtle. Who's going to get this one?
Let's see, that's going to be Chibi finding the retribution. Now it's going to be like inform from Nets, trying to go in. Not good, I'm offended to catch them. JPL taken down by Sapat as Diablo continues the vengeance. Onto Sapat now. The stun, resetting the vengeance straight into the passive. Hades walks up, picks up a monster kill, and it will just be a trade again. Chibi, though. No, he won't be able to go for it. Nope. He jumps in onto Vanix Cortese, now jumping in as well. The Sky Piercer execute. Does too much.
Time you see that green light for JPL, man, Divine Judgment is going to be able to make a play. Whether he has Flicker or not, here it is.
Wild charge into the Mystic Field. Zorn going to be taken down now as the Dawning Light connects onto the back line as well. Nets trying to go for the execute. Chibi finding Vanix. Nets able to flicker out to safety. It ends up being 1-for-1, but it's
as the game goes on. Oh.
JPL unable to find a Divine Judgment. That's a pull onto Diablo right into the Mystic Field. Now the final slash, the wall charge connects onto the back. Two members knocked up. Vanix disappearing. The shadow kill, getting rid of the back line. GB picks up the double as the fracture takes Nets out. Hades able to trade, but he has lost all of his teammates.
He managed to get a kill, man. Oh,
it's onto Zorn. Divine Judgment, final slash, everything used up. It's a good pick off. There's no trades on the board. Sapat is definitely looking for it, but he'll just be walking forward every single time. Now shadow kill. Not used just yet. Chibi gets out with a quad.
We'll have to start to shift as we get to this wild charge again.
Right into the Mystic Field, right into the Dawning Light. Now Hades forced back, but the shadow kill continues. And Hades gets out. JPL doesn't have that luxury, the same luxury to actually escape with those dashes.
Spot here.
Sapat, good pull with I'm offended straight into the wild charge, but the Purified gets him out. Diablo finding the final slash, unable to go for the follow-up. Vanix in the midst of it all, not right now. As the Mystic Field catches the back line. Diablo gonna be slayed by Chibi with the assassination with a shadow kill. Now Cortese running for the hills. Chibi gonna be able to dismantle Hades. A full-on fight, and it's HomeBois who get the dub everywhere. They're only able to trade for Udil, and now Vanix, the goal laner, is getting ran down by the XP. Has the Monforce able to turn it around for a bit, but now with Chibi rotating over, Chibi doing some damage. Vanix, able to find a double kill with the Zaman Force. Nets going back into the mid lane. Vanix versus Nets and Zorn, and he will have to concede the base.
What could have possibly been a push into the base even further. So Lord's still for the taking, and now it's just ultimately a reset.
Wild charge again, this time on the JPL, who's going to be burning down Nets with a Lycan Pounce, finding him. They're all onto the turret, or actually the Lord rather. Hades going for a Dawning Light. Oh, Zorn steals it away from NIP Flash, from the hands and the grasp of Hades, who was on it. He didn't get to retreat, he gets smacked in the face by Zorn. HomeBois are online.
That's a grok for you. That's Zorn. You wonder what he's been TPing for. It's for these moments right here. It takes the Lord, gets the cleanup kill, and now for HomeBois. they're going to be looking to march into possibly ending the game if possible. Curtizi does pick up a Divine Glaive. There's a couple crowns over here. They might be able to clear the waves out enough unless HomeBois forces this game to end here. Lord makes its way to the base.
It's a big Lord into the base. I'm offended, connecting on the JPL, bringing it back into the Mystic Field as well. The Divine Judgment catches him with the final slash, bringing Sapat all over to the base turn in the bottom lane. Still GB with a shadow kill, jumping back in front of the quad shadow. Sapat finding a double, Curtizi low. Doesn't have the feather airstrike. Spot turns him down, puts him down as well. He can go for the winner crown, but not for long as he gets caught under the Mystic Field. HomeBois strike first.
And the HomeBois come out swinging in game number 1 here. A great assassin matchup between two great junglers from two great teams. But ultimately, Chibi and the rest of the HomeBois will go ahead and get the W, get the victory here. Man, what a game 1 for this best of 5. I know the panelists mentioned this earlier. I think this is going to be a very close series ahead of us after just seeing this.
Might need the Starlium side, but after that, you should be fine. And HomeBois closes it out with a
What a
Terizla.
solid lineup from HomeBois.
Personally, for me, like, I like the spice that NIP Flash is showing. So thank you very much, Wolf, as well as Strex. Now that the draft is over, I'm going to be passing it over to our caster for game number 2 of NIP Flash versus HomeBois.
Thank you guys so much. Again, breaking down the draft here again. Interesting draft, I'd say.
Interesting.
And, it's me, Naisu, and Miracle once again to bring you game number 2 here. And they talked about how the dynamics of these teams when it comes to drafting before we got to the match, this speaks volumes here.
Yeah, but also, there's going to be a crazy change, by the way. You guys will glad to see something crazy like this all the way from game number 2 for NIP Flash. They know if HomeBois get this game, it's going to be match point for them. So might as well try to go for something crazy now than later on in match point.
This would almost be true to hold on. Wow, look at the damage already on Zorn.
With the Mortal Coil, and that's going to be first blood straight up with the help of the Jeet Kune Do. Zorn saving the flicker, not giving it or not using it just yet. If HomeBois wants to brawl, sure, let's brawl with them. Because that's what the Martis is meant to do in these brawls. Vanix, though, taking a wrong step forward, now punished instantly by the Chain CC and the Lycan Pounce. JPL, no way to actually go in towards Zorn or Nets. First onto the second turtle of the game. Deja vu to game number 1 because that's exactly what happened as well. Hades walking forward, now going to be locked down. Zorn plotting away the dragon, still able to escape for now, but Vanix now with his Zaman Force able to dodge away from the final slash, picking up the kill. Curtizi in the mid lane will be picked off, but Nets will fall as well. In the bottom side, it's a trade, 2 for 1. The
Objective takes. Looking for the turret, first one for HomeBois.
the dragon. The Vengeance actually cancels it just for a bit, but Curtizi will be able to pick up the Decimate right with the Chain CC together with the enhanced Chain knockup. And now he has a Sky Piercer. That's a Decimate Sky Piercer Martis.
I was going to say, you see... Yeah, I guess a Decimate.
I think so. Sapan, penalty zone, locking him down. JPL able to dash forward, and it's going to be Hades who just takes him out. Final slash displacing JPL. No one following up. Nets. Now the Lycan Pounce over to Vanix. Hades gets an enhanced chain, and it's enough to disengage from...
It's a little bit tricky on trying to even capitalize a kill on Martis. JPL again.
Wait, the dragon straight into the penetration, but no Decimate just yet. Sapat able to flicker full out of that skirmish. Now Zorn gonna be caught by the damage coming from Zaman Force. The Shadow Kill comes in to deal some damage. Curtizi using a Mortal Coil. Chibi dancing left and right, but will finally be caught by Curtizi on the Martis, who gets a double.
Gets a double. That's a Decimate Pierce. The Sky Piercer Decimate. I feel like he gets whittled down. Oh, going for him again.
JPL with the Jeet Kune Do. Sapat used the penalty zone, but he gets knocked up, gets decimated, gets pierced, gets everything. Everything.
He gets thrown in a Zaman Force. It's pretty much just to be a nuisance to HomeBois right now. Oh!
I'm offended, but it's on Sapat. 3-man final slash now into the penalty zone. Locking him down. Eternal Guard down on the back line. Chibi goes in for the Shadow Kill, dealing some damage. Sapat able to dash or get out now as Curtizi gets over the Mortal Coil away the dragon. JPL finding the flicker play as Hades locks him down and Vanix executes him. NIP Flash now looking to utilize the Lord.
This is again. And now Lord making its way on the bottom side. They're going to try to defend. JPL going to go in again.
Good Terrifier, but he wants to bait out some of these resources. Two-man Jikundo. He's bought enough time, but Diablo is going to be caught with the final slash. Able to find the Donor Wolf King, but will not be able to escape Support penalty zone. Locking Phoenix down, but he does still have the Zaman Force, and the Decimate gets rid of him. Curtizi looking for one more. TVO going to be caught by the Decimate, but the Piercer doesn't execute him. Too aggressive, but right as I say that, that's a conceal from JPL. Over to Jikundo, possibly onto Udil. Uses the Shunpo, and he was able to zone them away from that base turret. Easy take for NIP Flash, as now they're looking for the final base turret up top. Chibi sent to deal with it. Hades now looking for it. Shadow Kill used up, but the Winter Crown is there. Chibi dashes forward. Watch out, JPL with a Way of the Dragon, and Diablo takes him out. Final penalty zone onto 3 members. That's going to enhance Chain to knock them up straight into Vanix's damage. On the Zaman Force, Vanix going wild. JPL getting the triple kill as Curtizi goes godlike. NIP Flash 1-1.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have a series on our hands. Man, like true ninjas in pajamas, NIP Flash comes out with a brilliant lineup. Something a lot of people did not expect to see of Martez in the mid lane. And JPL, my personal MVP, my personal GOAT for game number 2 here. Man, what a game for him.
If Liquid Echo have JP, NIP Flash have JPL.
L. JPL. Oh, man. Again, great lineup. I love that we talked about how these two teams are the teams to bring out this spice or bring out drafts that you might be.
I think it could go. Yeah, the Tiger.
Yeah, they're gonna trigger a heal here. Looks like the Ruby will be going to the EXP. So the question is, for the casters, I'm pretty sure you guys will think one of the draft is interesting. The question is, which one? With that being said, we're throwing it over to Nice and Mirko.
Thanks so much, and yes, you know what? I'll go ahead and say it already. They're both interesting. How about you, Mirko?
Interesting. I don't know. Looking like a close game.
The Ruby.
For me, Quad Shadow in on the Zorn, forced to flicker out. Hades looking for a play. Mystic Field catches him. Now with the Shunpo as well. Zorn gonna be caught with the first blood. Hades will have no more Quad Shadows to escape, and that's a trade. The jungler Chibi getting the kill over to Hades. Impressive. The Xavier is in lane. Even without the Cho is nowhere near the mid lane. Up top already, Mystic Field. Zorn able to get the 2-man knockup. The Shadow Kill comes through as well. Now Retribution, it's Hades who steals it from across the wall as a Feather Airstrike takes him low. Diablo in the chase up against Suppot, brings him back, but he got the dash earlier. Diablo unable to get the kill even with the last shot. And now
Chibi to utilize a pickoff with the Fracture or just the burst potential.
That's
Daytona's welcome.
Daytona's welcome sets up for the Fracture, but Diablo able to get the Don't Run Wolf King. Now Chibi on the chase, one last hit, and he is able to find Diablo under the turret. You're so good at catching people.
Yeah, it's not as instant. And the threat there, Zorn goes in, checks things out. Mystic Field not going to land either. If that would have landed, then they probably would have fallen up. Chibi's still waiting patiently for Kurt.
With the Fracture, now the Tiki Lethal Ignition. One last tick, he finds it. 3-0 Chibi on a killing spree.
He popped the regen. It wasn't enough.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, Implosion.
Straight into the shove, back into the Feather Airstrike, and Hades will be able to take a kill.
Continue on building up that Hayabusa, but Zorn.
This time with the JPO with the Way of the Dragon, straight into the damage. Dawning like to catch him from outer range. Now, a chase down on the Curtiz. He opens the Feathered Airstrike. Oh! A good juke from Hades, but he gets caught in the Mystic Field. Actually is able to walk away. Good dodge from the Daytona's welcome.
Yeah, good teams here. It really just depends on who gets that going first. Again, Implosion.
Good shove into the Implosion, but Net's able to purify out of it. Feather Airstrike dealing with him. Zorn going to be taken down as JPO gets traded in, but now Hades back and forth with the Quad Shadow. Udil doing so much damage, so much poke. Onto the back, the Dawning Light too. They're all so low, but the missiles doesn't find its mark. Unable to bring anyone back, but HomeBois are happy. Just with the poke alone, they got a tier 1.
Just is the fact that Wishing Lantern, it's so easy to proc that. Oh.
Shadow Kill onto the Assassin. Good move by Chibi. Bringing him into the minion wave. Zorn, Way the Dragon, bringing Diablo back into the Mystic Field. 2 members caught under the Mystic Field. Diablo panicking, popped in. I'm offended, now flickering out. Zorn looking for the chase down to flicker forward at the Jikundo to knock him out in the back as Curtiz gets caught. Wishing Lantern and the big tomp Trex would say nom 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 as he continues stomping on the ground on Hades and JPL, forcing an implosion. Vanix caught in the Mystic Field. They can't go for any trades. And Zorn ends it all with the teammate! Udil from downtown finding a dawning light. Home. Mystic Field, 3 members. Chibi now with a fracture implosion catching him. Zaman Force Nets able to dish out some damage. Now Zorn is able to find a way to drag into the Hades, but it's not enough damage just yet. 2 members taken down. Now the Shadow Kill into the Dawning Light. Everybody low. The Wishing Lantern getting rid of him, but Udil takes Hades out, making it a 3-for-3. Udil scouting every single...
Yeah, I feel like it's very close to that, as you can already see.
Forced to go in with I'm Offended on the spot, able to find a death as welcome, but it gets bursted down with a Feather Airstrike. There's Vanix, gets caught all alone inside of the Zaman Force.
Oh, Zorn. Zorn's on the hunt here. He already used the conceal. Not sure if they were able to actually see him there. Okay, they know. They've got eyes on him. But they're down at Vanix. Oh, he might get be dropped again. Yeah, get the flicker out. Zorn's still holding on to his and the Way of the Dragon here. They might be trying to force something from NIP Flash, force a response.
There you go. That's the I'm Offended catching Zorn. Still with the Shump post, still has the Way to Dragon, finds it on Cortese, but he's able to purify out to safety. JPL, no flicker to play with Chibi. Going to be able to lock him down. Diablo, whoa! Gets his HP bar absolutely deleted. The Shadow Kill from Hades as he's able to get out as well, but the Dawning Light there almost caught him. It still will be HomeBois with...
HomeBois. Lord Steel, Dawning Light once again, just keeping them at the base nearly. They're waiting for that next wave to push in here. Bottom isn't there just yet. Zorn though.
The conceal together with Chibi. JPL going to be caught in the smart missiles. Wait, the Dragon to bring him back into the fracture, and Implosion catches the Nolan. And now the Shump back Chibi. Going to be taken down as well as Zorn. Hades still able to escape. Vanix very low. One Dawning Light might be able to snipe them down, but it's not up just yet. HomeBois though, they were able to find a base turret. Cortese, you know he's thinking about it. He's thinking about when the Dawning Light will...
waiting. They're managing these waves to push them in at the same time. Lord will now make its way top and get the charge in. HomeBois on the defense here.
Gonna be slain in the backside there. Meanwhile, Hades in the bottom lane still going for the trade. Able to get the base turret. So far, still worth it for NIP.
Because of just what's possible. Conceal gonna be used.
Wait, the Dragon 2, Chibi. Able to steal it away. Now, Zorn all the way in the front. Caught Lycan Pounce though from Vanix spot. Trying to go for the pickoff, but unable to do so. Now JPL pops in an Implosion. That's good. That's his welcome to lock him down. Diablo gonna be taken down as Chibi locks him. Double kill for HomeBois. 2 members down for NIP Flash.
When I'm looking at that, I feel like, oh, hold on. Hades might put enough pressure. They know the Lord hurts. They could possibly stall this out a little bit longer, but they're also at a huge risk here if they go for it. I think they're going to be too late.
Way too late. Oh, Mystic Field. Catching Vanix. Zorn with the chase down, but a Dawning Light.
Multiple immortalities. Zorn going to go in on the front side.
Look at Vanix losing almost all of his HP. Diablo with I'm Offended, unable to catch his Zorn with the Way to Dragon knocking Hades down. That's still doing some damage. Chibi getting rid of Vanix now with a double kill, looking for more. It is going to be HomeBois winning out on the skirmish despite Hades locking a few of their members down. The base is wide open. Slipbot flickers back to stomp on it as they secure match point.
Again, a great game of back and forth between HomeBois and NIP Flash, but HomeBois will ultimately come out on top of it. And man, I hope we continue to see these Battle of the Assassins, because man, is it exciting. It was a great attempt at a defense throughout the game, but ultimately by that time, past that 20-minute mark, man, it was gonna be tough.
And that I hope the casters are ready, because we're throwing it over to you guys.
Thank you, gentlemen. Oh, we're ready. And this one definitely looks like they want to unleash a Diablo. Great to see the Benedetta come to play here. But yeah, again, it's me, Nice2, joined here on desk with Mirko as we bring you possibly the last game, unless some way, somehow, this lineup can bring it to
Reds. Now the Mystic Field, Kurt with a flicker forward straight into the Mortal Coil, but he's unable to get any of the executes. Decimate is level 4, but Diablo, the Devil now trying to go onto Udo with the Eye for 9 to petrify Diablo. The lethal ignition take Zorn down too. The Singaporean Devil strikes, but now Chibi goes with Lycan Pounce. Diablo still able to escape with the be able to participate in the skirmish now, and Zorn we force back, it seems. There's no way they can go for this final slash to petrify. There, Chibi gonna be locked down, still able to escape with the Lycan Pounce as Zorn gets caught. Decimate one last hit, and he slashes him to bits. Chibi gonna be caught again. Hades finding the projectile eye for an eye from Diablo. He's mad about the name call, and Udil will be able to escape, getting the Mystic Field. Sapat now running away. Diablo still trying to run. That final hit from Sapat gets him down, as Hades will have to respect Sapat here. Together with Udil, he won't be able to steal it away, but JPL does force it on.
Oh, he's gonna be chased.
Good Violent Requiem straight into the wild charge and the Decimate from Kurt TZ.
That's almost like the perfect alley-oop.
It is.
Right into the Decimate. Look at this top.
Oh, Flicker Decimate from Kurt TZ there. And the rest of the team will be able to help him with the Mortal Coil to grab him a kill bottom lane. Now using Final Slash, or Final Blow rather, to get out now. He's going to have to time the eye for an eye perfectly. Dashes again, Petrify. GB looking for the pounce, but the eye for an eye to outplay Diablo in the bottom lane. Outplaying Chibi, forcing him on 0-2 on top. Violent Requiem straight into the alley-oop. That's the Decimate. Kurt TZ able to escape.
Trying to slow things down a little bit. I'm offended going to be used.
With the way the Dragon, but it kicks him all the way to the other side. Good Mystic Field though, as a Violent Requiem will be used up. Hades able to escape. Storm with the flicker forward. Hades! The outplays continue for NIP. Flash even dodging away from the dawning light as Vanix gets rid of Chibi on the other side, forcing Blazing Duet from Nets, who's unable to really lock anyone down. NIP Flash
Arts and everything else on their sleeves.
Petrify instead of the final blow straight into the Requiem. Sapat gonna be very low. Diablo one last slash to take him down. 11-1 now. NIP.
Cool. This is cured here by Hades and the turret. And Vanix will just push Nets back.
Wild charge into the spatial migration and the Requiem into the Decimate. The alley-oop skibbity Decimate.
Yeah, that's what it feels like, right? You're just Zorn. Oh, what's he gonna do here?
Vanix has the Purify, doesn't even need to do it now. Oh my god, again! The Requiem into the Decimate. It does half of Nets' HP. And Diablo gets spotted out. He does have the eye for an eye. Will be able to escape. Sapat unable to pushes that are a bit staggered. Lord up top with another wave coming down as well. JPL, a good barrier to place them in an awkward spot, but there's no real follow-up, and they will not go for anything too crazy. Not just now.
Not just yet. Shields are all going to be popped, I believe, even the bottom one. But, you know, it's just HomeBois trying to hold it down together. Another wave going to be pushing in.
There you go. Patience, Diablo. Eye for an eye, missed time, get kicked by the way to Dragon. Now into the Lycan, pounce the shutdown, but the Violent Requiem catches them in the back hurt. That's one. He's looking for more. No one's low enough. Kurt forced to flicker out of Chibi. Gets very, very low. Hades is even a body block for Vanix as he takes some of those shots. 2 for 1. It's still good for NIP Flash. NIP Flash, a 5-man siege, but Diablo will be able to catch up on the Zorn, still able to use the G-Kundo. Meanwhile, up top, it's a base turret falling down. Diablo's still on the chase. JPL gets a 3-man wild charge, but none of them use the Purify bottom lane. That's finally the solo kill happening. But I think, hey, all things considered, that was good. That was good for Zorn. Maybe not for long though, as NIP Flash, they still have some of these resources to utilize up against HomeBois. Udo gonna be forced back. Curtizi finding the Decimate straight into the Winter Crown as Chibi will be forced back by Diablo. That's another Decimate used up and shut down now by Chibi as he is able to take him down, but it's 1 against 3. Vanix, Hades, and Diablo up against Chibi, who's gonna be locked down, knocked up, and taken out. Equalizer to send us to game number 5.
23-4. What a dominant game here. Exactly when they needed it for NIP Flash to bring it all to a best of 1, basically. One game, the deciding factor between the HomeBois and NIP Flash.
That's for
Burress is going to be too heavy to throw around, you know, but looks like the
unless he doesn't have his stacks.
Yeah. Either ways, this draft is one of the drafts of all time. HomeBois is putting all of it on the line. You win or lose with this Jawhead. With that being said, thank you very much, analysts. I'm throwing over this very interesting draft to our casters.
It's like they did even in the previous game here. Already, JPL going to get poked down a little bit, but no pickup just yet. Turtle is spawning, though. Uh-oh.
Up top, the Petrify locking him down. Zorn going to be taken down on the Jawhead. So far, hasn't worked out. Diablo up top, now punishing Sapat, even forcing the flicker out. Udil is trying desperately to go for a little bit of a go for that position, but the final blow will be used up by Diablo, trying to zone them away. Will be able to do so right now. Good eye for an eye to counter the Tempest of Blades, and just like that, there isn't going to be anything else HomeBois can do about the turtle, but they can go for the trade. Great maneuver with the ejector. Diablo getting the pick as well. That's a 1-for-1.
Yeah.
First turtle, so a bit later compared to game number 1, but he's still utilizing the pressure so well. Final blow in a petrified combo on the Sapa straight into the G Kundo, and Sapa won't be able to flicker out of this one. It's still on cooldown. Zorn ejector, but he's onto the small camp there. Feather airstrike. Oh, gets cancel, Hades! Punishing Udil for popping the Feather airstrike a bit too early. Chibi still able to secure it. Now pops in the Tempest of Blades, picks up the Blades as well, and will be able to disengage
himself. Oh, they're gonna go for nets. Okay. Here's the response.
Unstoppable Force dodged away from Way the Dragon, now bringing Zorn back into Cortese's damage, but it will be a Feather airstrike that takes him down. Even Vanix, not with the Lycan pounce, but he will be traded back. Nets able to get the kill down. It's a 2 picked up now in the bottom lane. JP with the G Kundo. Vanix gonna go for it with the help of the Way the Dragon. Nets taken out in the bottom lane as the Feather airstrike will be popped in by Udil, and JPL will just walk out of every single shot.
Okay, I don't think they want to. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was waiting for the final slash possibly to use. Slash going to be used.
Right into the Feather airstrike, but Death's Welcome gets used up as well. Zorn still with the Unstoppable Force and the ejector, bringing him back. Hades will be taking down JP with Way the Dragon, now straight into the final blow, locking him down. Subpot taken out 1-for-1. Roam. No, it's a jungle for the XP as JPL looks for more, but he doesn't have the Way the Dragon. Seems they're just trying to contest this purple buff, not letting Chibi
on this top side, but look at the response. Diablo and Hades.
Final blow. Zorn, you're not going to be able to spot him. Nets going to be caught in the Petrify Force. The Purified Diablo still chasing again. One last slash should do it. He finds it. But Nets is able to escape now. The re-engage from Subpot as he finds the vengeance. Diablo unable to escape from Chibi's Tempest of Blades. But Death's Welcome catches him now. It's going to be JP on the way to Dragon with the flicker as well. Now Subpot chasing Cortese, finding the vengeance, and continuing this onslaught with the Unstoppable Force by Zorn. Vanix unable to find the shots. 2-for-1 in favor of HomeBois.
Add salt to the wound, and now Lord is up here. Vanix is not part of the picture right now. HomeBois full force. Diablo will make his way now for the fight. They're going to have to fight it out.
Another Unstoppable Force, this time canceled out, but a Death's Welcome. Diablo in the back line still trying to go for a flank right now. The final slash will be used up. Now Diablo chasing Udil, still able to escape. Nets going back to save him. Diablo on the chase on the Chibi as Hades gets taken down earlier. Subpot in the midst of it all. JP meanwhile up top. That's a good Death's Welcome on the Zorn. He's going to be caught all alone, isolated from the rest of the team. Vanix picks the kill.
Hold on, Subpot. Is he going to go in?
Stun. Purify out from Vanix. JPL cancels out the Feather airstrike, but will be caught. Flickers to the wall. GB chases him. Diablo eye for an eye, almost canceling. Final slash. Cortese finding 3, but now gets gunned down by Nets. Vanix looking for the trade, finding it. 2 for 2. In the 11th minute, it is still 50-50.
If you
all the way, there you go.
There it is. Locked in now for Diablo. Mid lane.
Subpot with a flickered final slash. Finding Nets as well. Cortese in the midst of it all. Now the ejector finding JPL. He's able to get the G Kundo, but Diablo gets Nets. It's a good shutdown. Chibi gonna be munched on. Vanix in the back line. Still able to isolate everyone away from Chibi, who gets caught an NIP flash. They found the best possible target to go for the Enhanced Lord. No jungle for HomeBois.
No jungle. It's up to Zorn and Udil. Subpot in trouble.
Now with a Phantom Slash called Cortese, able to find the last flash of damage to take him down. Zorn going for mid-prio, NIP flash, going for the Lord.
Here to use these ultimates. Oh, Conceal, gonna go in?
I don't know about that, Zorn. He's isolated himself. JPL just baits him. Ejector final slash from Cortese. Straight into Diablo's damage, but Cortese will be taken down now. Nets is able to turn the tides around. Vanix continues the onslaught like a pound. Onto the back, finding a triple. Udil, the last Kage, gonna be taken down as well. Vanix is a maniac.
Oh my goodness. NIP flash. Off the decision of Zorn to go in on this Jawhead. It's only Chibi. He's going to try to cut the wave, try to buy time, but it might be too late.
Now the base in the mid lane, taken down. That's a base turret. Straight into the crystal they go. Diablo with eye for an eye, tanking all the hits. NIP flash. Win out the best of 5. They send the HomeBois home.
You can't stop these ninjas in pajamas. NIP flash will send the boys home, locking in at their semifinal spot to face up against SRG. Again, what an amazing series to witness this day. just like yesterday, a 5-game series to close it out. And ultimately, the best team won in this exchange as it was a back and forth. What an amazing performance.